Rocket League stream. Today, I'm gonna go over something common that happens. I say it all the time. Don't play. Get you to just sit here. There we go. Do not go into the same position as another teammate and always keep your positioning up and constantly keep it updated to the circumstances around you. Now, in this scenario, we're going to talk about a teammate having control of the ball in the corner because he's not being contested and another teammate essentially taking the ball from him. Which is what a lot of you fuckers do, which ends up being a problem, causing a double commit and causing problems. Because when you take the ball fast. And you end up double committing with your teammate, then he has to follow you and try to keep up, which he can't because he's coming back from a farther distance. You dipshits that come out of goal, go over to the side and take the ball from your teammate that's already in the corner. Stop that shit. It's terrible, tacky-ass play, and that's why you're stuck in champion. In this scenario, we have a teammate coming back, right about here, coming through, to get boost and rotate back. We're gonna have a guy in a proper position of either in this corner here, or a proper position of this corner here, and we're gonna have a guy who, let's say, just saved the ball over into the corner or something like that, and the ball's over in that general area where it's at. The opponents are all rotating back. There's one guy at this boost flipping, pointed this direction. Their second guy's just now getting back to goal, and their third guy's over here getting boost, getting ready to turn back. So the field is completely clear. You guys are on your side, the guys are on their side. Now, we're going to talk about guy number one, which is this guy in the corner, guy number two being the guy sitting in goal, and guy number three being the guy that's rotating back over here. So when I reference 1, 2, and 3, that's what I'm talking about. So let's talk about guy number one over in this area. He just made the save, bang, he's landing. The ball is a little bit past boost, so instead of, going all the way up and trying to make a forward play, he decides he wants to flip over, grab boost, turn back around, and try to go for a control play. He has every right, as long as the opponents are on the other side of the field. So as he's making the save and all of that, and he's going around and checking, he can see that his opponents are going back. So he has time to grab boost. Guy number two, who should be sitting in, a pretty good position of, you'd want to be sitting here, but you can be sitting to the side if you just now rotated back. You should be seeing what your teammate's about to do, but you should also have your eye on the field. You see that all the three of them are back, so there's no need for you to steal that ball from that teammate, or even be in the same position as that teammate. You don't need to be ready for any type of shots, no type of pass, or anything like that. You're the back man. You should know where both of your teammates are. You should know that you have a teammate rotating back on the left. Teammate 3 is rotating back. You should know that teammate 1's going over to have ball control or do whatever he wants to do. And you are going to be the second man in this situation if that, when that guy decides to make a play. You in no time should ever, one, be sitting here sniffing your teammate's ass and sniffing the ball, acting like some sort of wild animal in a cage looking at food, waiting on the cage to be open. If you're a corner sniffer, an ass sniffer, a player sniffer, and you're doing this, you are out of position and you are wrong. And because you are out of position, you are probably going to make a dumb decision. The dumb decision that generally happens is teammate 1 starts taking the ball up the field and you end up following him because you're sniffing. He goes to make a play, then you have to hurry up and try to score said play, or he passes it over to the other side and you can't get to it because you're sniffing his ass and following him out of position. If you would have maintained your regular position and all of that, and seen that he was taking the ball up and all of that, which I'll get into momentarily, you won't have the time to sniff his ass or anything like that. Because if you decide to go this way, by the time you get to where he is, he's going to be all the way upfield. So the only thing you can do is the correct thing is support him as he's going up the field and all of that, and adjusting your position accordingly, which is what you want to do in that type of situation. But what we have in champ and low ranking games is the guy will save the ball or something like that, go up for boost, go up to adjust his position so that he can get, an accurate touch. And while he's going up the wall, his teammates who's sniffing his ass and can't really see what he's doing, saying, oh, well, this guy's rotating on the wall back behind me. Why in the world would he ever be rotating back behind you in this particular situation when he just picked up a full boost pod? Why would he rotate back behind you? And if he does elect to rotate back behind you, you have plenty of time. You have until the other team starts encroaching on the ball until you actually have to make a move. You aren't that far from the ball. You got this little bit of space to get to that ball. Whereas the entire team, the guy that'd be in the best position would probably be this guy, has to do this to get all the way there. You got plenty of time. If your guy decides he wants to grab boost, then rotate up, and then he stops and wait on you, then you should wait for him to go up the wall, turn, and head back towards goal and basically abandon that ball. Then afterwards, you can boost out and do whatever you want to do. Because what generally happens is you get the dumbass boost off, he'll hits the ball off the wall goes all the way to the mid guy that's already rotating back, and he ends up taking control of the ball anyway, because the first guy, or the second guy that was in goal, is a dumbass and doesn't try to control it. It's not that hard to just turn as you're coming up on the ball to pop it up on top of your hood and then get control of it. Or slowly take it up the wall and try to go for a play like that. I don't recommend taking it up the wall in this angle right here because that's the most obvious thing. If the ball is pointed like this and you're going this way, you're either going to bop the ball off the wall and lose control, or you're going to take the ball up the wall. By that time, the guy that's down there, that's getting boost in that other corner, is going to have been turned and gone up the wall automatically in low-ranking lobbies. So that's what he's going to expect you to do. And by the time you get it up there and start making good touches, he's just going to jump off the wall, dunk your bitch ass, and send you on your way. Then you're going to be out of position and way up there on map, or way up there, and you're all going to be fucked. Because you ain't got ball control. You're trying to be way too goddamn fast. And that's what generally happens in low lobbies. So let your guy who's in position 1 go up, grab boost, turn around, because as he's going, grabbing boost and turning around, you can see the entire field and how much time you have to do something, where your teammates are, etc., etc. You can see all of those sight lines. You go up, turn around, you come back down. You've taken a full view of the field. Look, the full view of the field. And if you just look to see where people are at and what they're doing, you can formulate a plan on what you want to do next. If somebody's approaching from on top of wall, well, guess what? You don't take it that way. You can take it to the left. You can pass it to your teammate. I mean, you can do a unlimited amount of things. Well, I'd say unlimited, but you can do a huge, vast amount of things. With the ball on your car, you can flick it, you can go for a double touch, you can air dribble it, you can flip reset it, you can musty it, you can breezy it, you can do the sickest dribbling play, whatever. Because until they get close and start pressuring you, you have all of that field until somebody starts approaching you of ball control to figure out what you want to do or to set up whatever you need to set up. In these cases, you actually have time to go through, go up, and let's say you just get a bad line and you turn around and you decide to line yourself up a second time. Generally, you have all of that time to do that before anybody will get even remotely close to you. So, even though this guy might be struggling, or he might get off the wall and try some crazy shit, land, and then turn back and try to adjust himself, There's no reason for the guy in goal to interrupt whatever the fuck he's doing until the other guys are coming through. If he's playing with his ass and all of that, and the other guys are approaching, about ready to, take the ball or provide some sort of danger towards the ball, then you might want to, get a little bit closer to get ready to intercept. Or if you think that he might be able to get a touch or save, hold your position and do all of that. Because at the end of the day, you should know as a goalie you have a guy rotating back. The thing that you shouldn't do is sit in this position and have your, well, I guess what the third man shouldn't do. Let me be more correct. What you want to do as the third man, which we'll go over, is not get in behind this guy. This guy is covering goal. If he elects to sit there and watch the other guy go, and you manage to come all the way back and that guy's still playing with his ass and all of that, and you see that your teammate is sitting in goal still covering it, feel free to pass him up. And if your teammate starts to make a play, then it's just simple to turn out and give him the support he needs. If not, go in and, I'm not saying take the ball from him, but go in and see if he needs any help. Because if he wasted too much boost setting up or something, or if he doesn't see a guy blatantly coming at the ball, get there to where you can swoop it and take it up the wall or swoop around it, maybe even bump him out of the way, like bump him forward, and then come back in and take control of the ball to let him know, hey, I got this, I'm setting up the play, you go forward, you take the boost, or something like that. If you want to be a good teammate, the only thing you need to do is, as you see he's struggling, say, take the shot, or as you're going across and you're running out of time, say, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, come in, take the ball, and just let him follow you or rotate behind you. But keep in mind, if you're going to take the ball from him, that you can't just speed off with it. If you go here, hit the ball up the wall, go, and then make a shot, you have all the speed in the world, but your guy is still coming back from, fucking around trying to adjust. So as you're doing the speedy plays, this is all he can do. See how much slower it is? And then he has to be able to make a shot or do whatever you got. So if you are going to take the ball from somebody, you have to keep in mind that you are slowing number one guy down is number three as you're taking the ball from him. So if you want to be fast, it's an individual play and you'd better be good on scoring your own goals. If not, then you need to delay the ball. Maybe take the ball up for like a very, an air dribble or something like that. Maybe get like a flip reset and then pass it off wall hard. So when it bounces back out, it bounces away from the people in goal, giving them an awkward clear. And it also bounces towards your other teammate that's trying to desperately catch up to you and help you score. Now, let's talk about actual tactics and let's bump this up a level. Guy number 3, rotating back, he has his back turned to all the action and all of that, even if he has ball cam on. This guy should come in, stop here, and that should be the end of his story. Guy in goal could see that teammate is either taking the ball or he's getting the boost and about ready to get set up. And as he is getting set up, going out and flipping and all of that, the guy that's in goal should leave goal and get somewhere where that teammate, as he's setting up and all of that, can see where you are. You need to be ahead of him, upfield, and preferably on the opposite side of the field. So he knows that if he needs help, he can pass it to you. Or if he feels like he doesn't have control of the ball, he can pass it to you. Or if he decides he wants to make a play or something, to put it out to where you can score it. If he sees you, he can make a play and try to get to you. You're giving him options on what he can actually do in this particular situation. So if you give your teammates options by being the goalie and coming out, your teammate can then make a play where he takes it up the wall, air dribbles it across to you. He can dribble it cross and go up the wall behind you because he knows that, If you came up this far, then there's no other person on this side. And as he tries to take it across, if nobody challenges him, he can just take it up the wall. And as he's going, decides to go up the wall instead of passing it to you, you update your position again. I just dropped the ball over here. Let's say he goes behind you because he sees he has space. You update your positioning and you get ready for the pass that's coming in. And as he's making his pass play or air dribble and all of that, you see what he's doing. If he goes for an air dribble to a flip reset and you see that he's shooting, it's an individual play. You can go in for a demo, you can go in for a bump, you can do whatever. Or if you don't think he's going to possibly get it, see where he's going and you can support it either from the left if you think it's going to go that way, from the right if you think it's going to bounce over. Do whatever you need to do. And as you have one teammate, committing and trying to make a play, doing whatever, and a second teammate that, is over here trying to play a position, or, maybe here making a position, the third man, whose story should have ended here, is going to ghost you guys, because he's not going to sit in goal and just wait for shit to fucking break down. He needs to remain part of the play. If you're the type of guy that sees your teammates going up to make a play and you're doing this shit, you're a fucking scumbag of the earth. You are useless and you need to turn the game off. You ain't learning shit. Turn the game off, make everybody's lives easier. Find another game. Go play Dead by Daylight or some shit. You need to be ghosting behind your teammates and you need to be updating your position, whether they go. If your teammate decides he wants to go over to the far right corner to support the other teammate because he sees a banger going, then you need to keep that in mind and cover a position relative to that. Or if he decides to stay to the left, you need to keep that in mind and cover a position as you're going up relative to it. Now, if you see the shit's fucked up and you have your second teammate sitting in no man's land or some shit, and your other teammate's up there passing, you better bet your ass that it's going to go to the other team and they're going to snipe it. So you don't want to go too terribly far up, but you don't need to be in goal. Because the quicker you can intercept that ball and make a play, the faster you guys can rotate and keep the pressure up. Now, if they're positioned properly, and you got one teammate, coming in to pass the ball or do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and the other guy, is supporting him over here like this or something like that, and they're actually making a play, or maybe he's, here, trying to score as soon as it passes over goal, then you have a lot more leeway in what you can do. You don't need to stay this far back. Or if the ball is in the other team's control and they're hitting it backwards and all of that, and you got a teammate in pursuit and another teammate over here, trying to catch it if it goes past, then you as the goalie should understand that there's no way in hell that ball is going to be pinched back or sniped back, into your goal. And you can go up even farther. You don't want to pass your other two teammates up until they're clear, but you can go up a lot farther. If your teammate misses and it rolls up the wall, you're here to send it back. And you guys can keep the play on. But if you're way the fuck back here, as that's happening, you're giving them free ball control. It's going to go up the wall, both of your teammates are going to flip back left, and you're going to be sitting here like this. Alright, and I'm going to wait for the ball to come, and then I'm going to try to make a save, and oh no, I'm up against a 1v2 situation, or 1v3 situation, worst case. One guy's coming to demo me. Oh no, I've been bumped out of the way, the other guy scores. And then you have your teammate that's desperately coming back and all of that. Usually it's the guy that gets the boost, is coming back trying to make this dumbass save that he probably pre-jumps or gets faked and gets scored on. Then the second guy, what I see happen is, one guy tries to go for one boost and the other guy takes this boost, comes, takes this boost, goes and takes that boost. If you have a teammate and both of you, let's say, are locked up in goal together and one teammate starts going for the big boost, you need to bail out of that idea of getting any of those boosts on the way down, and you need to grab whatever the hell boost possible and try to get back as quick as possible to support your other teammate. All you're doing is covering him. You're not trying to make the play. You're not trying to keep control of the ball. You're not trying to be, the Swami of Rocket League. You're trying to be a good teammate and get back just in case that guy gets bumped, demoed, or gets a very bad clear back in front of goal. You're here to keep them from scoring. Let the guy that's grabbing every single big boost coming back take care of everything beyond that. You stall the ball, do whatever you need. Let the big boy that has all the boost and all of that come back, get the ball, and try to push a play. Once he's back and all of that, give him the ball, either by telling him to take the shot or passing it to him. And you go up, grab boost if you have time during the pass, or if it's just a shit slow pass, maybe go up like this and then get in front of him as you're passing it to him so he can pass it back to you so you can get a play going. Or if he decides to, air dribble it or something weird, then you can go get boost. Maybe go for a bumper demo or something like that, depending on how long it's taking him, and make very much more advanced plays. You should not be in the same position as another teammate, but you should be there to support anything that they're doing. If I got a teammate taking the ball up the wall, and I'm doing this shit and following underneath them, one, you're saying that you don't trust this teammate with the ball at all. You're saying, alright, well, I'm going to sit here, and as soon as he gets beat on the wall, the ball's going to come directly to me, and then I'm going to make a play out of it. Well, guess what? How many times has it actually happened that you, on your own, skill, your average percentages of one teammate on their side dunking your teammate, you getting the ball, and then being able to score on the other two teammates in their goal? Now, I'm not talking about bullshit-ass Smurf accounts or anything like that. I'm talking about people around your general own skill level. How many times has that worked out for you to where if the ball's come down to you, you've gotten full control and you've made a play off of that without passing it to your another teammate or anything like that? Because the ball is in your hands right now. What you're doing is what's important. There's no point in you staying here, getting ball control, and then passing it back upfield to have your teammate score the ball for you. Because he just so happened to say, fuck it, I'm not going to cover goal. I'm going to, go upfield and then pre-jump the next, shot or pass that's going up. That's them being overzealous and trying to take advantage of, an opportunity that they may or may not have seen. And even then, how many plays like that have that not worked out and them just gotten a snipe shot back into your goal? GG, you just lost the goal because of it. If you think about it, honestly, think about that and review your replays and shit like that, you'd realize that that shit happens negatively way more than it happens positively. Now, there are some times to where you want to be behind your teammate, supporting them because you don't think they can get the ball. If your teammate's going up the wall and you see that he's obviously not going to make it in time, the challenge. He knows he's getting beat before he goes for the ball, but he's trying to make him throw the ball away, and he's dog shit for. And he does something like this, just a shitty ass, that to make him throw the ball away. Then that's fine. For you to get ready, to take control of the ball once that other person throws it away or does whatever they need to do. Your teammate knew that he was getting beat before he went up there, so you know it's going to happen. But if your teammate has the ball and he's taking it up and doing whatever, if there's any type of 50, it's either going to 50, across, or it's going to 50 directly into one of you guys' goal, towards one of you guys' goal. And if you're sitting there directly underneath them like this, the only thing you're going to be able to do, even if the ball comes to you directly, is probably either flick it right back to them, flick it sideways or something, cross field, or have this just disgusting ass touch that you really don't mean to get. And trusting teammates is hard, trust me. I trust teammates even though I know they aren't going to fucking get the saves. Especially when they're out of position and the ball gets hit and they're doing this. and they bounce off the goal or something. And it's like, yeah, I knew you weren't going to get that, but I have to trust, because you pre-jumped and all of that, that you have the read. As soon as you go for this, I have to trust that you have, you know, the knowledge and talent and all of that to get whatever touch and control that you're trying to get off of that particular ball. And if you don't, you know, the ball goes there, you pre-jump and you do some shit like that, then we're in trouble. And that is why you hear me state all the time, you know, why the fuck are you pre-jumping that? Why are you going for that? Why are you doing this and that? Somebody who's knowledgeable about shit coming towards them isn't gonna be sitting here like this as the ball's bouncing towards them and goal. Because that's dangerous. As soon as that ball bounces off my car because I'm sitting still, anybody can dunk or shoot that. If it's coming towards me awkward, and I can't, or it gets behind me, or I own goal it, there's a problem. If I'm sitting in corner, and I'm grabbing boost and all of that, and I try to touch the ball with no momentum, you're gonna get a sloppy ass touch. As opposed to, you know, you're chilling, the ball comes to you, and you're moving. You can at least get a touch up, and then your teammate that's behind you should get as close as possible to the ball before he starts going for these. Get close as possible, and then tap it up. Don't do this shit where the ball's way over there and then jump from here and try to get a touch. That's absolutely dumb. As the ball's going up and doing its thing, you want to get as close as possible to the ball and then pop it up. That's a bad pop-up. As it's going, I want to get as close as possible to the ball and then pop it up. If you do that, you'll save yourself some embarrassment when the ball's above you and you're trying to go for it and you get a touch like this, or the ball's up and you're jumping from cross field and you're hitting it like this and you get a dumb touch and it goes all the way back to where it started. Or my classic favorite is when the ball's like there and they go and they touch it and then they try some shit and then end up fucking doing some dumb shit like that and it lands right in front of the other team and the other team's like, oh, thank you, you shouldn't have. And then they just take the ball into your net. But the thing that peeves me off the most is when it's in center field like this and the back man, your goalie, the guy that's sitting in goal, goes, huh, da 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 da, and tries to go for a shot that takes forever. That shit took like what? Like 5-6 seconds for me to hit it all the way to their goal, whereas their goalie, who sees the shot coming in, goes, hey dude, you're sitting at mid boost, here's a pass. The guy at mid boost and all of that gets ready for it, and then he just goes bam, and you know, it goes all the way over, and then it goes in with a small redirect. And they're like, thanks for doming me up, bud. And then the last thing I have to say, if you're going to throw the ball away, throw it away where it's at least awkward for the other team. If you're up here, you know, doing the thing, you don't have control or anything like that. And let's say, in this scenario, we're going to have one guy at each boost pad. One guy sitting at that boost pad, don't you do it. One guy sitting at this boost pad, and one guy sitting at that boost pad. That's going to be the scenario, the 3 front boost pads. You got ball, and it's going to be real awkward, and you're like, oh, I got time to take it up. You go up, you get a bad launch, you don't have control. You know there's a guy at that boost pad. You can fake him, you can do whatever to try and get past him. However, if you just say fuck it and send it and don't even try to cover it, or fake him, or do anything else. Hell, if you're just gonna throw it away like... I lost my flip. If you're just gonna throw it away, you're actually better off, instead of pushing it out, pushing it behind him, like so. So now if he wants control of that, he has to try to either turn around either one of these ways, or what generally happens is they try to backflip to it, it bounces out in between them, And if you're a guy who's up there, you know, in the position supporting properly, then just get an easy shot in between the two guys that are out of position. Now, even if you go up and you have good control and you're going for an air dribble and you just happen to cuck it at the end, you can easily try and recover it in between them. Watch the two boost pads and where I took that. The two boost pads there. It's there, it's there, it's right in between them, and it's awkward for both of them. They're basically to where they would have to flip, turn, or do something to try and get to that. The reason why I tried to put it in between them as close as possible, because if they both panic and flip towards the ball and they hit each other or anything like that, you know, that's even more benefit for me. And again, if you know that they have a guy that goes for everything in front of them sitting here, ready for your shot, and they also have a guy that's sitting in goal with his ball cam on, he probably don't even see that guy to his left getting ready to go for that. And if you put the ball somewhere that's awkward for both of them, like right off the wall here and where it goes and spills out in front of them, you can pull both of them to double commit a bad touch and then easily double touch the ball into the net, right past them, because they're both not in good positions. Take advantage of opponents not in good positions. And I'm actually going to add one more thing in here that a lot of people don't understand. You don't have to pull off a successful play every time you take the ball up. You don't have to. Sometimes the situation's bad. Sometimes you haven't learned, you know, the mechanics to actually play the ball right. Sometimes things just feel awkward. If I'm taking the ball up and, you know, and I'm here and I'm like, you know, he's guarding the goal pretty fucking well, I'm not going to be able to get the ball past him. Keep in mind that even if you fail, it doesn't matter. You still made a successful play. If I go all the way down here and I'm like, shit, and I get a dumb flick, it bounces off and then he beats me and it goes past me, you still made a successful play. You still made them on the other side move positions from where they are. If they were in solid positions, now at least one of them isn't in a solid position. Don't be afraid to fail. Even if it's on the ground and you're trying your best to get it on your hood and you end up taking it out and then he's just there and he just claps your cheeks and, you know, hits the ball all the way back out the field and you gotta head back. He's up on the wall, he hit the ball and then he landed. Now he has to recover. You're still, at the very least, making somebody move their particular position. And don't be afraid to abandon. If I'm pushing the ball trying to get it on my hood and it's going too close to him, abandon ship. Take control of the ball and then go in from another angle. Pass it back if you have to. See where your teammates are, pass it down. Bam, you got a play out of it. You don't have to flick the ball every time. If you're going up for some crazy shit, let's say a ceiling shot, you don't have to flip the ball off of a ceiling shot every time. If you go up and you get to it and you see shit's just not right, cancel. And then try to make a play off the wall or something. Or you see it slow, knock it back out of the way with whatever speed you have left. As they're going to challenge it, take it back up again. Maybe give it a touch over the goalie and let your teammate score it. Your first play doesn't have to be your only play. If I'm going in with it on my head, I don't need to flick it every time. Maybe I just drop it and just turn it in. Because the person thinks I'm going to jump, you know, flick it. Right there, I got good speed, and then I just turn it in on him when he jumps. Or if it's on your hood, it doesn't have to stay on your hood. If I have it like this, and I'm taking it downfield, and somebody's coming after me, tap your brake. Tapping your brake. You see this little bit of adjustment that I gave myself just from giving it a hard tap, a fairly hard tap to get that separation like that. When I say tap, I mean like give it a hearty tap, so you have that separation. I know when some people say tap brakes, they mean do that shit, like give it like a really, really small tap. And once you get faster, you can small tap it. Like that, it'll give you more control and put the ball farther back on your car. A hard tap separates your car from the ball. You can get it back up and do whatever you need to do. When you're dribbling and you don't have control and you're doing this shit and it's bouncing, a small tap on your brake will give you back control of the ball instantaneously. So if you have problems dribbling and you're like, shit, I can't get control of this ball, it's hard as shit, tap your brake and it'll settle it down. Bam, a small tap to the brake and then boost, and you're back on it. It's up on the wall, you're afraid to catch it, small tap on the brake there as it's landing on top of your car, you have control. You're trying to turn it but you don't know how to, small tap and a turn to the left stops your car and forces the ball to bounce off your car. And as you learn these, you're able to just make brake turns. Another brake, and then it's in. Power shots. If you hit your brake, you can take the power out of a particular shot. If you're afraid, you know, you're on the ground trying to catch the ball or something, tap your brake, and then it bounces. You see the air that it gets. It's going downfield, you get in front of it, tap the brake, it lands right on top of your car, and then from there, you gotta play or you can instantly flick it. Don't be afraid to use your brake. Now, as you get higher up in level, you'll be using your power slides a lot more to get to where you want to go. Instead of braking the turn, you can keep your speed if you power slide into it. That was a terrible power slide because I didn't get around it. But as you go, you power slide, and now you can take it that way. I can power slide. Bad example. But I can power slide and get the ball back on top of my car, or take it up wall, do whatever I need to do. Somebody bumps me and I get hit all the way to the side. If you power slide, you can keep the momentum. I would power slide, flip, wave dash if you need to. Flips, wave dashes, all of that shit. Air dribbles. You gotta keep in mind that from ground to air or from wall to air, there's different air dribble setups and different air dribbles you can do. If you are dead center of your ball, which I guess it's easy just to do that, and you jump with no momentum and don't control how your car is going. This is a jump without any control. You get a somewhat forward style of flick. If I jump and push forward, not an actual flick, it's about the equivalence of that. If it's on top and I jump and pull back at the same time, you get more of an upward setup to where you can follow it. You're not going to follow it directly up unless, you know, you use your arrow right or something. But you see how it pops up to where you can get a touch and then, you know, follow it if you want to. Whereas if you're going and you jump like that, you get kind of a... That's actually kind of difficult to do without moving. But you get kind of a slow hit. There we go. A pop like that forward. That's what I was trying to do. Even if you do it sideways, you can get kind of your 360s. Things like that. All of that changes when you're going, you know, with speed. If you go fast and you stay faster, and you pull back. Versus you're going kind of fast and you push forward. I hate that drop. You're going fast and you push left or right. You can set yourself up for different shots. Then if it's on the tip of your car, to where just the front of your car is kind of in, you can get different types of jumps, carries, and things like that. Then you can get the neck stow flicks and things like that if it's where you're towards the front of the car. You can get the back flips and some sick, nasty backward shots. If you wait for it in the back, you can do backwards flips to actually make it all go backwards even though you're flipping frontwards. And a whole bunch of other different shit. This game's so simple, but it has so many things that change just by adjusting your speed, the ball's speed, all kinds of other speeds. And it's like, just challenge yourself to get out of your particular safe zone when you're doing things. Just the regular kickoff, turning your car sideways. So if I'm doing a regular kickoff, and let's say somebody's speed flipping me towards my goal, if I turn this way and then just do a small little flick like that using the back of my car, I have the most surface area to stop the speed flip. And the earlier I do it, the more time and distance I can get towards middle. And if I do it properly, I'll just slide over with the ass into my car, swiping the ball over to this side. And not only is that kickoff effective, is because when you land, you're going to be landed pointed backwards. So if you save some boost, you can easily get back into the game. And I've done all kinds of different kickoffs. You'll see me do the reverse one, that when I hit the ball, I bounce off of it. And as I bounce off of it, it bounces me towards the boost so I can get to it faster. I use the momentum of my other opponent hitting the ball to slide me over towards the other boost. Now there. When he went in and sent the ball to that side, he went up for boost, went up the wall. This is off of kickoff. What I did was, I hit it downfield off of the right side of the wall, so the ball would bounce back in front of him, so he could make a play and score that. That's good play setup. What I did afterwards, I was hoping to own goal it so I could talk about what I did there, but I actually missed. Beat that. Let him take it if he can. If not, we just pushed that through. Teammate jumped early because he could have scored that, but it's gone. He didn't trust me in my playmaking abilities. You see he went opposite post rotation, so I'm going to stay up and get ready for what's coming next. Teammate shouldn't have pushed in under him. That made us triple commit, and that's a no-no. He should have left. There was no reason for him to try to go for a bump or a demo or anything like that. He didn't need to stay up for that shit. And those demo things like that is the reason why teams lose goals. I was already across supporting the other teammate. Whether I got it or not's irrelevant. What did that other teammate who went for that demo accomplish? Nothing. He got under a guy, rear-wheeled him, but there was two of the other teammates just chilling. Right there underneath him. Nope. Yep, he got it! Oh my, what a shot. I really didn't think that was going to crossbar down. Again, him going for that demo, if he would have just jumped over him and hit the ball, situation avoided. He forced him to take that shot early. Nah, it's on me for not reading that, because I really didn't think that was in, but being put into that situation to where he took that shot there is something that I really wouldn't have necessarily liked, because I was not in a good position for it. Surprised he didn't try to demo me. My guys have been extremely rude to him. He was slow. That's fine. I even tried to stall it, taking it around the long way. That's actually the greatest thing that could have happened for us. Too bad I'm bad and don't know boost management, and I held instead of tapped. We're already 3 down though, so I ain't sweating it. 50 that off of him because I know my teammates there. I don't know why you did that. I'm letting that just go. Yep. Don't know why you did that. Why panic hit that up? The worst thing that could have happened there, with both of them double committing that wall, is both of them get some sort of weird ass pinch into our opposite corner. But that would have been better than him setting them up and then just saying, oh, well, my job here's done. Or good luck. He ain't going for anything. I'll just pop that out. Now that teammate's up, other teammate didn't even give him the glance. Teammate went back early though. I would love to have passed that right and for him to score that. But he left early. Don't leave your stations early. If you're up, stay up till you get the ability to go backwards. It's like when you got a worker not showing up for their shift and you got to work overtime. You stay and work that overtime until you're able to go home. If you got customers coming in after closing time, you stay and you get all of those customers rung up and all of that, and then you close the store. You don't leave early unless you got a chill ass fucking boss that just don't give a fuck, but you're gonna be pissing a lot of customers, aka your teammates, off. See, why are you going back? Challenge that. He's got that. No. Why are you challenging there? I can't follow you and score it, brother. You left me behind taking it from me. If you would have followed me in my play, we could have probably pulled something from that. I guess I'll pre-jump this. Not expecting the best, but eh. Thank you. He's already won that. My teammate already won that 50. That guy couldn't approach him. He had no reason to panic that. That's not even a depth perception thing. Oh, come on. I touched that. He can't score that, so we'll pick it up after he throws it. Teammate, you're slow. Doesn't matter. He was slower. That should have been a dribble in. Oh well. He went for a pinch pass instead of just a basic dribble in. It happens. Take this. He's gonna hopefully throw it. I mean, that works too. Ah, I'm bad. That was a free shot. I'm gonna cut him off because it's the end of the game. Why not? No more touches? Nope, he touched it. Teammate turned into me. Oh, I almost had that. Not a GG friend. Not a GG in all. Hello Galanonim, Frosty, Connie. But I do not have chat up, so I will speak to you guys in between matches. Like I said, it's just another sad Rocket League stream. There's not going to be any type of huge action or anything like that. But unfortunately, when I stream, everybody just loses brain cells. I'm also noticing that my particular controller, which is a brand new warranty controller, by the way, is already broken again after a month. I don't know if I'm going to have to adjust my controller sensitivity or what I'm going to have to do to try and fix this controller. Honestly, I might just finally say fuck it and just buy an expensive controller that I don't have to worry about for years to come. My arrow doesn't arrow when I want it to sometimes, and then my stick is super loose. Like right now I'm wiggling my stick and it's not doing anything. Now this is about halfway, and that's when it starts becoming responsive. If I don't go halfway through, the stick don't wiggle. Now I know I have my dead zone set high, but if I make it any lower, then there's stick drift. So there's not really much I can do. And I would rather just deal with an unresponsive controller than have a controller with just stick drift. That's the worst. When you jump, your car just flips on its own. Ooh, he won that. Did he take that boost, or was that boost just not there? That one's actually got me confused a little bit. That's too far. Alright, if you're coming up, go for it. Exactly. Maybe not. He can't score that, can he? Nope. Teammate jump. Teammate jump. Why are you going backwards? You had the better angle. Stay in your positions. These are things that, you know, you shouldn't have to tell people. Like, again, he's butt sniffing him. Who's gonna score it if he passes it? Then from butt sniffing, he lost even more ground. And then said, nice shot. Not a nice shot. You were out of position and he just took advantage of it. There's nothing nice about it. It's sadness. Alright, teammate. You keep driving in front of me and I keep stopping for you and you keep failing me. That's him. Yup. Again, he made that teammate fake back because he drove in front of him. This guy just don't learn. That was a free goal. He was smart not to jump for that. I'm gonna head back. I don't know what he's doing. Fair enough. Hello there, teammate. Who decided he wanted to jump for that anyway. Is that really the best clear you could have when I had such a better clear? And an own goal. Cool. Again, guy drives in front of me. I stop. I let him go. Actually, thank you for forfeiting. It saves me problems. I stop, even though I have a clear out past them in midfield. I stop, and I'm like, alright, you're there first. Go for the clear. Instead, he gets a shitty-ass clear to the corner, and then they counterplay that shit. Because both of us are on the goddamn wall, and the other teammate's not in a good defensive position. Because he was expecting a better clear. They come back in, they work us, and then bam, we get scored on. The game's not hard if people play the game properly. I promise you. This game is very simple, it's very fun, and it's very easy if you just find a team that understands the fundamentals of the game. You will dog walk any other team that doesn't understand the fundamentals of the game. Doesn't matter the rank, doesn't matter any of that. Which, I mean, if you understand the fundamentals and you can deploy them successfully, you're going to be a higher rank just by base anyway than somebody else that's at your skill level. Should have been a very easy game. But because of simple things, and you know, what bugs me the most is when they make those simple mistakes and I'm the one that ends up getting scored on. I'm the one that gets the what a saves and you suck and you're not good at the game. When all in all, if you would have just let me make that initial clear and continue pressuring the ball afterwards because I knew how to clear that properly, we would have never been in that situation and we would have never been frazzled and out of position and all of that. It's like the things that happen in this game are caused by generally the teammate talking shit. What a save, what a save, what a save. I'm like, what do you mean? I had a free shot on goal or a free clear, past all of them and we could have made a play. You elected to cut me off and hit the ball to them. I bailed and tried to get back as quick as possible. Then as the ball was going by me, I barely missed it and it's in. But who caused the initial situation? You did. And that's why it's important to review your replays to understand what exactly is going on and what actually caused everything to happen. Aw. Again, both of us shouldn't be playing the same situation. It's the same example. I knew I had enough time to drop the ball, get a better position, and take it. Another teammate was in the corner, just fucking going gung-ho and challenging the fuck out of it, so he got Charlie Brown. No reason for him to go after that. There was no danger on the ball at any of that time. You Charlie Browned yourself, buddy. See that? You see that? That is simple fundamentals. Bam, pass to him, bam. As I was clearing the ball and taking it up, he showed me that he was there. I gave it to him, and he made a small shot in the goal. That's how simple this game is, when your team understands basic fundamentals. That's how simple it is to play, how simple it is to rank up. Now he's in goal, recovering and doing dumb shit. He might as well have challenged at that point. As slow as he was, he actually should have challenged that. Pop that up. Teammate. I don't know where he went actually. Can't see him. He went all the way back. Makes sense. Pop that up. Maybe teammate jumps over me. Maybe he doesn't. Nope. He's respectful. Which is good. I'm actually glad he didn't go for that. I'm going to cut in there. They should be heading back. There shouldn't be any issues. That might be a goal. Spawn. Teammate has a fast recovery. As long as we miss to the left, we're fine. Bang. Teammate came back around. Covered whatever he needed to cover. He's a good teammate. Romeo. Bad teammate. Absolutely, positively terrible. And my other teammate who has a lot of lag is the better teammate. Go figure. I was trying to catch him as he was coming up. I didn't have boost, but he was faster than what I could do. This is a speedy boy. He was expecting a pass. I was just going to give it to him directly. So now they're adapting to our play style, so we just keep pushing. He passes it up. They're all out of position and all of that, and we capitalize on a simple play. And this is how you can just dog walk another team. Instead of him just giving it to them, he hit it up. Maybe it was a mistake, maybe it was on purpose, who knows. But it gave us another goal. Passes it. I score it. Bang. Simple. I was up to where he could see me. Very simple. He passed it to teammate. Teammate seen me because I was up and I stayed up. Bang. Another goal. This is how simple these games should be. Not the bullshit I've been playing. It's very simple. Okay. Oh, I got a back flick. I tried to get a next toe flick is my issue. I mean, we're up, so why not try to do something new? Alright. Again, we stay up. That's fine, I'll get it back to you. Bang. There's 5. Even if the play didn't work out, again, our goalie stayed up because there was no danger of them sniping it on our goal. He came up, like I stated earlier. You shouldn't be chilling back in goal during a play like that. You should be actively coming up and then adjusting your position. Gotcha. That's fine. Take your time, Romeo. Off wall. I put it back in front of them. Romeo didn't turn. Whatever. I mean, I shot it on purpose. I was hoping that he wouldn't save it. He just kind of happened to be an unfortunate collateral. That's what you call it. Oh, wow. I'll let him touch it. That's fine. I'm still there. Get a small touch backwards. We go fast here. Maybe put a little fake action in. Put it past him to other teammate. Teammate maneuvers it. I need to do nothing because we got demoed. Try to put it up to him. Roll up. Hell yeah. He got so close. Yep. Well, and again, I don't expect people to play good. Me, myself, I'm not playing good. My teammates, they're not necessarily playing the best. The other team just don't know the basic fundamentals. Why they're getting absolutely dog walked over. One other guy understands it, but one guy can't do anything against the other two who don't understand what the hell's going on. Like me and that guy being in that corner, his other teammate should have never came up. I missed. Teammate. Close. Alright, they broke free. Other teammate should be back though. He'll turn on that, so I don't need to be there. I go up. Let him touch it to me if he sees me. Close. He'll shoot it again. That was actually pretty slick. He was smart passing it because I was going to take the shot regardless if he didn't. That was a very smart play. Risky, but smart. And that's it. 6-1, almost to Brazil. I did not mean to GG that. And the only reason my team won it is because we used the fundamentals. And had decent positioning. And wasn't the perfect positioning because you've seen them double commit and me miss the obviously easy shit. But we deployed the fundamentals better than our team, the other team did. We could have went up, done air dribbles, flip resets and all of that, but as long as we kept up the fundamentals for all of that, we still dog walked the other team. Even when we made mistakes, we just used the fundamentals to recover. Now I'm on another team, well, against another team. We'll see how well this goes. And that's really all you need in these low-level lobbies. You don't need to be great, mechanically gifted or anything like that. Like that guy, I don't know why he flip reset that so early. I thought that was gonna happen. And my other teammate came up and challenged that, even though I was right fucking there. Hell yeah. I'm gonna pass it back to him. Never mind. Right in. Oh, good save. He hit it right to him, though, so I guess I shouldn't say good save, but good luck. Good reaction time, maybe? Take that, so he throws it. Beautiful. Oh, teammate was going all the way back. Good lord. Good cover. When I went to flip, my controller did the squigglies and made me do some weird ass side fucking flip. That's fun. Didn't even try to shoot it. Go for it. Thank you. Oh, teammate, I thought you were going to go up after the demo, not back. That's a miscalculation. He should have stayed up. That's fun. They touch it. Oh, tell me you both didn't just commit to that. He's bad anyway. Whatever. Pass it out. That's fun. Teammate. What a play, I guess. It was fine. There was no danger. There was no danger. I had to save. But alright. And alright, if you're gonna go up, I'm gonna stay back. This guy went all the way back. There's no reason for you to go all the way back, brother. I know you've seen me cross, you delinquent. What if I go low? You know you're forcing me to stay up with that horrid touch that you made. You're making actually both of us stay up, apparently. That's fun. I wish you hadn't. Now we're both in fucked up positions. If this guy knew how to double tap properly, he'd have scored that. Didn't matter. But could have mattered. They're double committing. Both teams are double committing though. You see, when he came back in the goal improperly, I just backed up to another position. Oh, you keep going for these dumbass fucking flip resets. You watch way too many fucking tutorials or pros play or some shit. Wave dash that for extra speed. Now I'm back, I stop here, and we wait. When he goes for his dumb flip reset, we take control of ball. Nice try. He'll probably pass it over because he has no ball control. He got another touch, that's fine. Teammate's there, and that could be a goal if he sends it. Teammate, don't challenge that when you're under... Oh boy, I'm surprised he only got demoed there. That's a terrible stall. I should have stalled that. Nobody was in positions, and I knew that. We wait here. He threw it. I don't care. I take this boost from him, so he's out of the equation, unless teammate pinches it over. Thank you. Yep. Teammate pre-jumped that too, which he didn't have to, because he already had it in his mind to throw it. Don't... God damn it. That was our one break that we had to actually make a play against them. And it's fucking gone. I can't finish it, so I gotta rely on them to do something. Don't know why teammate's there, but if it works, I guess. He knows something that I don't know. We go high here, so we have time to get back to it. Almost got it. I distract. That was a very awkward position. Does he challenge that? He does. He waits for it, so I'm gonna just get in front of him, make him jump early, do anything. He knows he can't get past me unless he does something like that. Fake that. That should go to my teammate. Never mind, teammate was ass sniffing me instead of being crossed. If he was up more ahead, I would have known that I could challenge that because it's my turn. But since he wasn't and he was behind me, I didn't know. GG. That was savable, but the other guy panicking, bumping his other teammate, ruined him. Was that the match that they own gold too? Or no? I don't remember. Nah, it was us that owned gold. He just passed it back. That's another thing too. If you want to be a defensive guru, or at least better at defensive play, you can't get goal shy. When the ball comes close to the goal, you can't get nervous about it. Like, if I press this passing button and the ball comes flying at me, you gotta be able to, you know, calm down, read the ball as it's going to you, see if it's going to bounce or not before it goes in, and then be able to make a play. That one's out of my range. So as it comes in, you need to know, where you want to put the ball. If the ball's out in the middle, and they're following it, maybe not do something like that and put it to where, up to where they're following it. So if you do that, and they're above you, they're just going to dunk on you. If they're following it, maybe, push it to the side, to where they can't follow it and immediately dunk you. If they're over there, put it out towards middle, if you got the option to. Again, you should be checking where everybody is on the field before any of this happens. If it's over there and they're following it, put it left. If your teammate's far upfield and it's coming in, try to get it as close as you can to where they can pick it up. Now, if they're too far away and the ball's awkward, then maybe you want to drop it low, try to get control of it, and then try and make a play yourself, or try to get it to them in multiple touches. Maybe one to the side, grab boost, then send it to them. Try not to hit the ball as far away from myself as I just did there, but you should get the gist. Wow, I fucked up my kickoff and I was still the first person to that ball. Hello there, guys. Teammate! What the fuck was that? He literally hit me off of that ball. I had that shit. Panicking ass. He's not even... I don't even know what the fuck that was, because it was going towards their fucking goal. Good throwaway. Teammate, you're in the way, but whatever. If I'd have bumped him, that would have been a fucking goal. You're in the way again. You're in the way. What a play. You did that. Well, that wasn't a pass to you. That was me stalling it so you'd get the fuck out of the way. But guess what? You wouldn't get the fuck out of the way. That wasn't a touch for you. And don't say both touches were equally shit. The ball was where I wanted it to be. It was off of the walls, off of the floor, and everything else. So you could get the fuck out of the way. But instead, you touched it. No reason for you to fucking touch that shit. I don't know why he would think that's a pass to him when he's faced towards our fucking goal. Oh boy, these pre-jumps. The absolute pre-jumps. It just drive me crazy. I don't know why he was challenging that the way he did. And then being out of position is letting his bullshit ass ball chase strategy work, by the way. They just positioned up, they'd shut his ass down. Because he's not good defensively and he's not very good offensively, but they're fucking up and giving them the holes that he needs. We should stop stealing the ball, sir. Nah, I wanted to pull that guy. Boink! He had a clean shot at goal. He didn't take it. I guess he got a mistouch, maybe. That should be 1 goal back for them, though. I ain't got time for you, brother. I ain't about to go up there and be doing the inch game. You will go up by yourself, and you will make plays by yourself. That's out. Would have been a good spawn if he hadn't immediately drove up. That's an interesting spot to touch that. It's awkward for my teammate, but his teammate, if he turned back, could get to that. That's interesting. It's risky, but interesting. Again, he wasted all of his boost pre-jumping off of that he immediately has to go to get boost. If they just positioned properly and did everything the way they're supposed to, he would have gotten fucking destroyed again. The fact that all 3 of them now are going back in the goal and shit, it just drives me crazy. Nope. Go up and help him. You want to play with your teammate and leave me out? I will sit and goal. You two just do whatever the fuck you want to do. I ain't gonna worry about going up. I ain't gonna worry about any of that shit. You two play your game. You're causing me all kinds of issues and I don't want to be part of it. Let me chill and go, get my little bit of score, and I'm good. Now, if I ever get you two on the opposite side, you're fucked, though, because I already understand your playstyle and what you're going for. You're a fool touching that back to center. You knew your guys weren't down there. Oh, I don't even have to do anything. Why would you? Why? Just chill, brother. So all 3 of them come up together. Whenever one shoots, all 3 of them are there to cover that. It's weird. Alright. Don't know why you had to bump me before you left. You're in the way. Woo! Woo! I'm gonna leave you with the worst teammates ever, and I'm going to show myself out. Good lord. They're all happy and shit that they won, but they don't understand that the only reason they won is because the other team, for whatever reason, ran as a pack and died as a pack. They all just were like-minded as fuck, like hive mind status. Jesus. But they'll only take... Yeah, they basically will never take credit for their own mistakes or mess-ups. I ain't standing in this lobby, though. Yeah, leaderboard, loss of MMR, blah, blah, blah. I'm not playing with them again. I rarely abandon matches, but that's one I will abandon. Fuck that team. I ain't going through that shit again. They can play 2v3, and they better hope that the fucking bot can save the ball like I did when they fucked up. Or they're gonna be dropping goals. Or they get another teammate that's fucking very goal heavy. Fuck. I can't do anything with that. Maybe? No. I need to stop aiming my car towards the wall. When you go for a shot out of a corner, you don't want to aim your ball towards the wall like that. You want to keep it to where the ball will come off the wall, and that's a bad habit that I've developed. When you touch it, you want the ball to come off the wall so you can fly back to it and get the touch. Or you want to hit it up and out to where you can follow it if you want with like a ceiling shot or some shit. Why didn't I jump? It ate my fucking jump. Macho is right. This controller really does eat jumps. Try this again. And now, what? It just double jumped. I don't even gotta jump that one. Okay, maybe I should have jumped that one. That one's my fault. I didn't think I needed to jump that one. I could just fall on it. You get the gist. Hit the ball off the wall, not towards the wall. If you hit the ball towards the wall, you're probably not going to be able to get it unless you're fast, and you get situations like that. So when you go up, you don't want to go up like this to where you're pushing the ball across. You want to go up more like air dribble wise, up to where you're pushing the ball out. And as you push the ball out, you can then jump up, go around, and then score. Don't push the ball too far out, because if you're completely straight up like this, and you hit the ball out, you're going to hit the ball like away from the wall. You want to hit it up and out, but you want to be at an angle. So you're hitting it up and out towards goal, so with your car, you can follow it in. That's how those work. Or if it's flat on the wall, you can just drive up to it and boop it out. Like if it's on the ground and you hit it, it pops up. You can have it pop out and then jump out and hit it that way. I thought this was the same lobby again. I was about to literally end stream. Round you. Ooh, nice shot. Nope, that ain't it, Chief. He goes to grabs boost. Now he lost his angle and he can't play it right. Why grab boost over ball? Control the ball, secure the ball, then grab your boost. That was laggy as all hell. What is going on? I'm glad you moved, because I'm like, I can't take that until you get out of the way, friend. You see these delayed boost grabs? Look. Boost? Boost? You see how delayed that shit is? I wonder what the fuck's actually happening. I'll fix it next goal. If I had boost, I could score that, but I'm sorry, friend. And pop it up and try to get to it again. Should get that. There we go. Nice shot. I don't know if the stream will stay up, but there's an easy fix to that. Well, Trip. He's coming back. He did something very useful this game. I like that. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. All those bumps and demos. I know, right? People in Rocket League, when they figure out that they can't beat you, they try to demo you. So what happens? It's sad, but it happens.